I'm the master now.
Oh, okay.
I thought you were dead.
Sun out of your eyes and be yourselves.
Heard you were dead.
She's dead, wrapped in plastic.
That man's dead back there.
It was worse than dead. Must be dead. Is this a dead man, Doctor?
Oh God! Oh Jesus Christ!
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Roast Mortem Podcast. I am Tom.
I'm Travis.
Hey, I am Cody.
And I'm Mike.
Hello, everyone.
On Mike.
Thank you for joining us.
Hell yeah.
We have a wonderful program for you this evening.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I cleared my bowels for you, so I don't have to interrupt the podcast with some turds.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Thank you for dealing with that.
How's everyone's week?
Good.
Good?
Good. Did a New York
Another
job
pretty
on
good
Monday.
week.
Pretty good week.
Yeah, pretty good week.
Yeah, normal week.
Yeah, you had a New York. See anything weird in New York, Cody?
New Yorkers.
Yeah.
That's about it.
This morning, the guy was peeing at my place of work, just pissing on the front door.
Nice.
Ooh.
Like in the morning. Like it was like 9:30.
That
The
sounds like a
security
good
guard
time.
comes over. He's like, "Hey, show some fucking class." The
Hey,
guy's
ri-
like, "Hey, fuck you."
Hey, rise and grind.
And he's like walking away, and he's like, "Oh, why don't you lick it up?" And the fucking security guard's like, "I'll wipe it up with your fucking bald head."
Wow.
Yeah.
I like to
Pretty
believe.
hilarious
I
morning.
like to believe the person urinating was like still in full business attire.
Yes.
No, he was.
I know it wasn't, but that's what I like to believe.
He
I'm
was,
not going to work today. In fact, I'm going to be on work today.
he was in a hoodie that just continued
Just
throughout
went
his entire body.
went all the
looked
way
like
down.
a tube
like-
sock with toe holes on it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good picture. I like that.
Ugh.
Yeah, with a little penis coming out of it.
Well, I hope
Little penis. Not a
hope-
lot.
Compared to a tube sock.
y'all had a good week.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, it's normal. Let's move along here.
It's Friday. That's
Yes.
why it's good.
It's always
Week's ending
Friday.
Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
I like that.
So thank you so much for tuning in
Yeah.
again. Let's get this one going. Cody, who is on the chopping block?
Who the person on the chopping block today is our most antiquated boy thus far. Today we're talking about motherfucking Diogenes of Sinope.
Oh shit!
One of the original cynics, mind you.
Wait, he's a Sinope?
He's of Sinope.
What's a little Sinope? I like
that's
Sinope.
that's the town.
That's a little
That's a city
Snope.
state.
I thought it was like a little.
Sinope.
I thought it was a little like tiny.
Where's
Oh,
that at?
Snope. It's Greek.
Greek.
It's a Greek thing.
Greek boy.
Yeah,
Greek
Sinope.
So we're talking an ancient Greek man.
Ancient Greekman.
Greekman.
What do you think he smelled like, Travis?
I think he
Olives?
smells like gyros.
Oh,
Probably did.
I like
Yep.
lamb.
Or gyros.
What are we? Gyros, falafels,
A Greek salad.
chickpeas.
Galimira.
You know when they mush the chickpeas into the
Feta
tiny
cheese.
pastes?
Tirikopeta, meramukaruna. All the best Greek food.
Dude, did you learn that from Muzzy or Rosika Stone?
I actually ordered from Mavis Freakin.
Oh, Mavis
That's what
freaking.
me and Mavis got
Wait.
down. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, is the Greek version of Rosetta Stone like taziki stone?
Ooh, that sounds delicious.
Delicious
Actually,
stuff.
that reminds me of like a jawbreaker that's only like tzatziki flavor.
So good. I love that.
All the way
yeah.
down.
That'd be good, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Don't steal that from us, because that's our new business.
Patent
It
fucking
tastes like it
pending.
should be bad because it's in the sun, but it's good because it's in my mouth.
Diogenes, ancient Greek, the ultimate giver of zero fucks.
Now, is this a form of nihilism?
Cynicism.
Cynicism.
This is an original cynic. There's only two people who might be considered cynics before him. He's like the third, so he's kind of like a cornerstone of the entire cynicism movement. And like he introduced cynicism with like a capital C that turned into cynicism what we now know today.
Well,
We're
take
familiar
that
with.
1/3 of the internet, you dumb fucks.
I see what you did there.
Wait, so he was doing Twitter before they even had phones?
Yeah.
What?
He was throwing shit. He was like one of the first people who got really good at throwing shade, which is appropriate because we're roasting a roaster right now. If you're not aware of that.
Oh, well, let's go for it. I'm sure he wouldn't mind.
No.
Not that it matters, because fuck him. He's dead.
Yeah.
He actually, that was one of the proponents. Like, fuck it, I'm dead. Like, I don't care. Like, the caring stops when the life stops.
Oh,
so
shit.
he was one of the, like the guys that was just like, put me out with the trash.
I like that. I do like that.
I don't need no like burial or pyre. Just put me out with the trash.
I want to get that as a neck tattoo.
You might
That'd be sick.
Instead of you might want to get a Diogenes quote for that neck tattoo because he did it first with wiseassery. Like he was very good at being a wise ass to the point where it got him in trouble and out of trouble on an hourly basis.
So he's a fucking
All right,
troll.
cool.
He's a troll that knows what he's doing. Yes.
All right.
I like this.
Just a
Yeah,
douchebag.
I want to
you
know more.
You be the judge afterwards, Mike. Let me know if you think this is a douchebag.
Okay.
So we can't know exactly what he looks like. He's one of those fellows where like a lot of what we know and what he has put down has been lost to history.
Okay, so I'm just going to interject when
Fucking
you start
do
painting
it.
a picture, and then I'll start painting a picture.
Yeah, we
And we'll cast this man.
we can assist. We can
We're all going to help each other.
mount each other and help.
Yes.
Tom, you're really good at pee-peeing, and I want you to pee-pee all over this.
I'm going to peep all into your eyes.
All of the art of him is depicted as a common beggar with widely varying features. Not a lot of people like have artists don't have consistency when drawing him. All of his writings have been lost to history. This includes 10 whole books and 7 tragedies, mind you.
How do we know he had 10 books if they're all gone?
Well, there's records of the publishing.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's just like,
Gotcha.
we have the book that says he wrote the book, essentially.
There's Amazon reviews about it.
Yeah,
but we don't have.
they're in there.
The vendor's not selling it.
So-
1 star.
I kind of want to know, he had 7 tragedies. I want to know what one of the original cynics thought a tragedy was. Like, that sounds pretty juicy. Like,
Tragedies. He had 7 of them over
he had
the course
7
of his life.
tragedies. Yep.
And let's say he
Wow.
lived like a relatively full life
He
for
did.
back in ancient
He
Greek.
fucking did, man.
All right, so I'm going to say we've all had at least 30 tragedies in our lives. Things happen.
These are these are dramatic tragedies that have been plays, more or less.
Look, I forgot my wallet after ordering food several times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a tragedy.
One time I
Oh,
fell
yeah.
asleep when I tried to order Domino's, and the guy showed up to my house, and
were
I just
sleeping, weren't
I was
you?
sleeping still.
Tragedy.
Tragedy.
Sleeping naked.
Slept right through it.
I hate when you fall asleep naked and you got to get the pizza guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like,
That's when you reach for the sock and just put it over the naughty
see, I need a
bits.
towel. I need a towel.
Oh,
at
shit.
least. I need a towel.
Okay,
door towel,
on the
you know?
towel, do you wet yourself at all just to give an illusion of you?
No. I wet myself so the towel clings a little bit better. I don't want
Oh, so you just wet the waist.
the towel is moistened
Oh,
and then
okay.
wrapped around for grip.
I like that.
You
So-
know, I don't.
I'm going to imagine that in your house you have a spray bottle for just this circumstance.
No, just a bunch of wet towels that
Oh.
don't dry.
Are they by the front door?
Yes, I use them as a makeshift doormat every now and then.
I love it.
Oh yeah.
This is our most antiquated boy. He is the only one thus far on our list who was born before Common Era.
Oh shit.
So I think before this, we had Pliny, who was just a little bit into the Common
He was
Era.
like 400, Pliny, I think.
Yeah, that's I think
No,
420.
or no, 60.
No, he was
60.
like 60 AD. Yeah.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
80, yes.
Definitely
that's
in the
right.
first.
Did you say 40 or
I
4?
said 400.
Oh yeah, like
But
double
Zaxxon.
digits. Yeah.
Yeah, he was first century.
You guys
I was
lost
thinking
me.
of someone else I was talking about like recently.
Good save. Good save. So if all this shit is gone, how do we know him? Because he was one smelly eccentric turd. And just history just fucking remembers the smelly eccentric turds. It's not that history wants to, it's just history stuck with it because it happened. That's
Can't forget it.
can't undo Diogenes.
So he's such a slimy boy that we just remember him.
We
He's a
remember
legend.
him, but
boy.
like if you remember, like the facial features are never right. He's recognized in history of the crazy shit he did and had, and like the props and symbols around him.
May I present an analogy?
Surely, surely.
When you go to a
Thomas.
party and you're drinking with your friends and you're having a good time, and then that one guy brings a friend that you don't know,
Uh-huh.
and that guy's an asshole.
Oh man.
You remember that guy more than you remember all the other good times you've had at the party.
Very true.
Wow. Yeah,
More than
that
you
is
remember
very
your
true.
friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who's this man that I'm with? I just remember
Shut
the
up.
douche.
Yeah, the
Diogenes.
douche.
The
Yeah.
douche.
You had a great time with your friends, and then one guy rubbed you the wrong way. That's what you remember from
Yeah.
that night.
Like Stripey Man.
And this man is that guy.
Oh yeah. Let's get into his early life. Born to 412 BC or
412, blaze
BCE. Yeah, blaze it. Blaze a little bit, not all of it, because
not almost.
in 8 minutes you got something to do. So that's 2,030-ish years ago, based
Right.
on the time of this recording. Earliest likely thing we have him doing on record is minting silver coins with his pappy. He was a banker.
Before he even jerked off?
I don't know when he first jerked off. We will talk about him tugging peen a little bit.
Cool. That's what I was trying to get at.
All right.
Sweet.
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes, Thomas. There's peen tugging in this
Oh,
episode.
yeah.
Everyone can rest easy. A penis is being touched in this episode.
I thought we were going to go an episode without talking about a penis.
Oh, God forbid.
Yeah.
We
We lose all of our viewers.
Yeah, our jobs have failed if like an episode squeaks by without a penis joke. I wonder, did we penis joke for Sylvia Brown?
Dude, the whole episode.
Well, she was a walking
Oh yeah,
penis,
no. David Blaine with a cock in his throat.
Yep.
Yep,
Sounding.
there we
sounding.
go.
Yep.
Confirmed. At some early point in his banker life, your boy Diogenes visited the Oracle of Delphi.
Oh, shit.
The Oracle of Delphi.
There's only one motherfucker.
Yeah.
She's Jamaican.
Who knows anything about the
I'm the
Oracle of
Oracle.
Delphi? Does anyone?
I don't.
It's an oracle.
Do you know what the Oracle? Like, was the Oracle real, Travis?
The oracle was someone that got fucking stoned.
The Oracle was an actual real girl.
Is
Yeah.
that, is
yeah,
that
she was
the,
a real person.
She was a real fucking girl. That
the thing from 300 when he like,
That's a
climbs
good-
the top of the fucking mountain?
yeah, there's a
and
portrayal
like,
of that. Yep,
that
I
weird
think,
ceremony thing.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. And she's like all high.
yeah,
she,
yeah.
Yeah.
And she reveals a profound truth that you're supposed to take and better your life with.
They're just basically fucking blazed bitches.
They're blazed, very young girls
Yeah.
that do favors for old men. I don't know how do they get high. I know they're high. I know there's drugs involved with the Oracle.
I think
don't know.
if you eat enough nutmeg or morning glory seeds, you can get fucked.
I know that for a fact. Yes.
Yes.
Really?
Morning glory seeds only work once, though. I've heard.
Glory seeds?
Let's try it out.
Yeah, twice. So
I don't really know did you find out what they got fucked up on?
no,
back
that's
then?
why I was
They probably
asking.
smoked
I
that
think
hot-
it's probably
it's probably opium.
Opium. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
Oh,
Opium.
That's like the oldest.
Oh, I think you're
'Cause-
correct. I
'cause
think
they
you're
had-
100% correct.
They had
with
a
that.
trade with like the Persians and stuff, and
I
that's
think
where
you're 100% on the nose with that.
lot
It's
of opium.
probably opium.
They're smoking bagels.
Poppy seed
Poppy seed
bagels.
bagels.
Yeah,
I'm more about the everything, if you know what I mean.
There's Poppy
Give it
on
all
that.
to me.
there's Poppy on that. Careful. But one of the rules is you don't let other people know what the Oracle told you, because that's kind of like you're letting other people see the cheat sheet of your life. Like, that vision's for daddy. Hello.
wish for, Jeremy? I can't tell you.
That's exactly it. The Oracle saw something for Diogenes, told Diogenes, we don't know what it is, but whatever it is, Diogenes took a 180 turn that day.
If I was an oracle, I would fuck with people so much.
Oh, of course.
me too.
You know-
we don't know that's not what this Oracle was doing.
Everyone that
She
came
was on
in,
opium.
Everyone, you gotta be king. You gotta be queen, and everyone's just tight-lipped about it because they want it to come true. You're a bunch
absolutely.
of dickheads. It's like, what the oracle tell you? Nothing. Shut up. Just normal stuff.
Shut up, peasant.
Stuff about rice and rocks.
Oh man.
So the Oracle whispered something to him, and he 180'd. He went from banker to debaser of currency.
Oh shit.
So this is archaeologically backed up. Yes, I worked. I said that word. Is that where I traveled?
There's an
Archaeologically,
Yes, thank you. That one.
Yeah, there's
Can
like
can you cut that soundbite over my fuck up?
I'm gonna do that in the outtakes.
Yeah, okay.
Pay attention.
Anyway, archaeology backs up this fucking claim because all over Sinope we can see discarded and smashed silver coins. Diogenes' weapon of choice for this was a chisel.
Oh, so he'd just be like, I hate these quarters. These quarters
wasn't
suck. These
silver
quarters are the
coinage.
worst.
This-
I only want the Florida quarters. All the other quarters are garbage.
So this is his first noted act of anti-disestablishmentarianism, and like kind of like recall that scene from like Batman: The Dark Knight, where you see like Heath Ledger's Joker just like flippantly burning like a heap, if you will.
I remember that part. I don't remember most of that movie because it's not that good.
Oh,
the internet.
all of the fucking
Give a
viewers
shit.
just turned off. Bye, Jake.
Oh.
Oh,
What the fuck? Who's walking in right now? Holy
right.
shit!
Hey, what's
up?
Look at this asshole.
Hold on, man.
Touch
Hello,
my hand real
dog.
quick. Hey, it's
good,
Taylor.
All right, we're taking a break for 1 second.
Oh, all right.
You want me to?
on the internet, Taylor.
Oh yeah.
No, you can leave it rolling.
Oh, all right. Well,
I'm
then
just
we're
saying
not
1
taking a
minute.
break.
Just
The
give
the
Taylor a beer.
podcast is taking a break. The behind the scenes people can.
Oh, all right. Behind the scenes,
can
people.
sit. How you doing, Tails? You want a rolling or you want a stellar?
I'm giving you a rolling.
All right,
We're
there
gonna
you
get
go.
going.
Rolling to get you going.
Not much. We're doing Diogenes today.
Is there any more people
Just a
watching
little bit.
us?
So
Hello, people that might be watching us.
hello, who's watching us?
Who do we got right now? Still got Jake.
Oh, 3 men.
Hey
Well,
guys,
one
at
of
home,
them is us.
do I look like a DJ?
Jake's listening.
Do I look like a DJ? Everyone at home?
We're supposed to be doing a podcast for
Dude, you're
fuck's
so
sake, Tom.
sick. Dude, can you play a song?
I'm a VC. Let's go.
Oh,
Too soon, bro.
Too soon, fucker.
Was it suicide?
Oh,
I heard
I'll
that
buy
was,
it.
Just released that it was suicide.
Oh,
He's 28. Yeah.
that's what you get from working with the guitar player from Incubus. Anyway, let's go.
Just the two of us.
All right. You comfy, Taylor?
Most comfortable.
All right, here we fucking go. Where the fuck was I?
You're talking about burning shit. Like the Joker.
Yep. Archaeological findings, smashed discarded coins,
chisel.
the chisel, blah, 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 blah. So we can see here that Diogenes is smashing silver coins, and from there, we can see his first falling out of love with society. He's very anti-disestablishmentarianism. Yes.
He's just crushing it. Stop using that word. It's so long.
I gotta get it one more time. Rule of threes.
Fine.
And if I don't get the third one in, just throw it in post with the outtakes.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just Apple C, Apple V that. So all this debasement of currency, while he's a banker, does not go over well with the people. Because it's like you're doing the exact fucking opposite of your job. Knock it off!
It's very petty.
It is!
Well, he just watched the Florida quarters. The other ones are
No,
garbage.
there's
He's
no
trying to help
quarters.
people out.
Fuck off!
I think a coworker ever walked in on him and be like, "We use those."
He's in the back of the store the whole time, just breaking up pennies and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's what I want to do. Fuck pennies.
And then imagine Lumberg coming in and let's go over my expectations for you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna need you to not break the product.
I'm gonna need you to
Yeah.
do your job instead of the exact opposite of it.
He probably fucking hated society because they didn't have paper money back then.
He hated society.
I mean, that's probably the reason why. 'cause
No,
it'd
it
be
wasn't.
So much
I know-
easier.
we
He
all
could
know for a
rip
fact
up
it
the
wasn't.
fucking money.
know
Rip
for
the
a fa-
fucking money up.
Silver is a soft metal. You just mash it with a chisel like he did.
Can confirm.
Just saying, it's way easier to just eat $1.
We got a jeweler
Yeah.
friend. He knows all the precious metals are soft.
Yeah, they bend.
They bend
All right, so he's
like my dick.
He's mashing money. Cody, what else is he doing?
He gets exiled for mashing the monies, which is like, all right.
Fair enough.
Banker's not supposed to mash the money. He gets his ass exiled to Athens. Not a horrible deal.
It's normal.
It's like get your ass out of this capital to a bigger capital city. So he's like, oh, fine.
Just don't take a cab there.
What he does take is a handful of his possessions and a slave by the name of Manus.
Oh my goodness, you've been exiled. Take your slave. boy.
I will take my manservant.
What punishment? Yeah, you know what? I will take Gerard because I want to.
His name was Manus.
Oh, Manus.
Manus, here, boy.
It's a good name because it's like my Manus.
My Manus, my man Manus. But his full name, my man Hellman's Manus.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that Mayo boy.
Manus and Diogenes arrive in Athens. Manus immediately escapes because Diogenes doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Haha.
Wait, he didn't have him on a leash? Like
No,
a
that's
proper
no,
manservant?
Travis.
It's not all bondage,
That's
buddy.
Oh,
It's not all bondage.
What?
Take a seat there, champ.
What? I thought it was.
Also, quit being so hard at the table.
You're fucking wrecking the audio with your boner.
Sorry, can't help it. It's biology.
Instead of crying over spilt milk, Diogenes simply explains, if Manus can live without Diogenes, then Diogenes can surely live without Manus. Haha. It's just like,
It's the saddest
He's trying to
yeah, I
make himself feel
know.
better.
He's trying to like fucking silver lining it, but it's just like, I can make this on my own. Meanwhile, he's like confusing like cheddar cheese for peanut butter at the grocery store.
That's like a child coming to terms with losing a balloon into the atmosphere.
Yeah, like
I didn't want it anyway.
Didn't want that fucking thing anyway.
I don't actually need it. Good luck.
As he loses his slave, he realizes he's slightly more independent than he initially thought. Like, I can dress myself. Look at this.
I can tie my own shoes and cut off my own crust.
I just thought they only had tunics and sandals. How fucking hard is it to dress yourself in ancient Greece?
He's probably just walking around like, I'm walking down the street
just-
in my tunic that I put on, eating my tuna fish sandwich all day.
my tunic.
Then I'm on a stroll and put olive oil all over my chest because I live in Greece. That's what I do.
Get greasy in Greece.
pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty much. That's
Very.
what they did.
There's actually very little comedy in that song you wrote.
No, it's all historical
Very
facts.
very
true.
actual.
I actually went to the library and studied that for 2 weeks, Tom. Come on. You think this is a history podcast?
No, I was complimenting you.
After
Thank
Manus escaped, Diogenes witnessed a peasant boy in the town square drinking from cupped hands from a well.
His hands are made out of cups.
No, he cupped his hands like
Oh.
like so.
I
If
thought
you're
you were
watching
talking
the live stream, you can see. But it was like cupping hands. And upon seeing this peasant boy drink from cupped hands, Diogenes immediately smashed his wooden bowl and exclaimed,
Don't need it.
he exclaimed, "Fool that I am, to have been carrying superfluous baggage all this time." So he was pretty much saying, like, I don't need a bowl if I have fucking 2 hands. And he fucking mashed it.
And he
It's
fucking-
one of the last things in the world he fucking owned. He just mashed.
Yeah, well now you
On a
can
whim.
just go to 7-Eleven and wheeze the juice.
This is the kind of gentleman that
Don't
sees
wheeze
someone
the juice.
struggling and goes, "That's a good idea. I'm gonna start doing that for a living." You know, well, when you have to call AAA for like everything in your life, every time you get a flat or your battery's dead, you don't know how to run that shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't need
Incompetence is
AAA.
delicious.
I'll just push my car.
I'll just push my buggy and
Don't need a car. I saw someone walking earlier.
Sandals. Going to the Sandals resort. I'm roughing it.
Free shrimp.
please. Don't know how factual this is, but a story states while on the water, Diogenes was captured by pirates and sold into slavery on Crete. I meatle-mouthed that. And was sold into slavery on Crete.
That's an island.
That is a Greek island, yes.
Crete is also equivalent to our Texas.
Okay, I didn't know that.
A
Sure.
lot of shotgun weddings down there.
Oh, fuck
Nice.
yeah, dude.
You know
You're having
about
a butt
you know a
babies.
lot about Greece.
Oh, yeah.
A lot
You
of
got
butt
Greek
babies?
friends.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the Greeks love anal.
Yeah.
They invented
Given.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'll give them that one.
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, guys.
And then, down there, they're just like, apparently they've been having anal so long that they can have babies out of their butts.
That's fucking evolution and a half. I've never seen that before.
Science.
Called
I'm all
the-
about it.
That's called the Black Olive Special.
They're lovely people.
Like, comment, and subscribe when you're done having butt babies. While in slavery and when he was up for sale / auction, Diogenes asked to only be sold to a man who needed a master.
Wow.
So he's sitting there as a slave, just like, only sell me to people that need me to be their master and them be the slave.
Listen, buddy, I don't think you get this whole slavery thing.
Exactly! Somebody must have been like, I don't think you know what has happened to you right now,
You
Diogenes.
can't ask her anything. Especially where you go.
But he's like, no. Sell me to a guy that needs a boss. That was what he asked his slave, like,
Now I'm just
Holder
getting
to
Woody
do.
Allen out of him.
Yeah.
I don't need these bulls. Can you give me someone that needs me?
Yeah, he definitely just seems like he just doesn't know where he is all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Like La La Land.
exactly. So a slave buyer was charmed by this notion, like master for sale.
So
That
Woody
is
Allen who
essentially-
sucks dick.
Yeah. Diogenes was essentially had like a placard on his chest that said, master for sale, buy me and I'll boss you around. And one fucker thought this was fucking hilarious.
I would.
Sounds like some
It
freaky
fucking
shit.
is hilarious. So Travis, if you could afford Diogenes, what would you do?
Well, first I'd buy him, and then I'd bring him to my house, and I'd say, "Hey, make me this ham sandwich."
But
But then he'd be like, "I'm the master now,"
oh, okay.
and I'd be like, "No, I am. I own the house, you idiot."
Now we're going to talk about this philosopher's philosophy, cynicism. It was one of the originals.
Yeah.
What?
And what that meant back in the day is essentially artificial growths of society were deemed incompatible with happiness.
Okay.
So what does that sound like into like today's context? Is that like a libertarian, would you feel?
Um.
I feel like that's like the most direct correlation. I could be wrong.
Wait, artificial
No.
growth?
Artificial growths in society. So like he's likening this to a tumor before he
Kind
knew
of sounds
what
like
a tumor is.
fascism.
I wouldn't liken that to libertarianism.
Let's see if I can change your mind. Let's keep going.
I mean, it sounds like
I'm a little lost.
it's
Nah.
not a tumor.
let me elucidate for you, Mike. So essentially, Diogenes would be cool belonging to a society that was willing to establish a drinking well for drinking water because you need that.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
However, Diogenes would not be cool belonging to society that would establish an aqueduct for washing, bathing, and cooking. That's a complication.
That just sounds like he's a fucking greasy idiot.
Yeah.
Strap in, Travis.
You don't need to bathe as you think about it.
He's a greasy idiot. That's from Greece. That's a lot. That's a lot of lubrication that's just naturally on him.
That is basically a 2 men of grease.
It's a lot.
He viewed these things as unnecessary luxuries and would have things that would complicate and sour a happy life.
Okay. I can dig a little bit.
He's noted to say, humans have complicated every simple gift of the gods. So he's just like, hey, my species, we're overthinking this just a bit.
So he would not be a fan of the iPhone.
No, absolutely not. He would be like,
Don't need it.
That is too complicated, and that will bring you more discomfort than happiness ever will.
Yeah, if you pulled him out of Greece, you like plucked them out of this like little shitty time period and put him into our time period, which is also shitty, he would have a heart attack.
Yeah, you drop him into a Ramada hotel with an iPhone and a television, and he'd be like, no way, this is good.
Yeah.
But we all know
USB
it's
3
good.
was a mistake! Another thing is, whenever you asked this crazy, stinky man where he was from, he would use his own invented word to be like, I'm from here. And that word was cosmopolitan. Yes, he was the first person to use the word cosmopolitan. To Diogenes, cosmopolitan meant citizen of the world.
Which is kind of funny because cosmopolitan now
It's just, I'm a
means-
citizen of the city.
yeah, I got you, and I need all these amenities, and I need my phone, and I need my Uber, and I need my Chipotle.
I need my oobs.
I need someone to take the stains out of this fucking dress.
I work for Cosmo.
You do.
So that's what I was
Yeah,
thinking
there you
the whole
go.
time.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that's what it stands for.
yeah, I would say that Cosmo, that magazine, is the complete opposite of Diogenes.
Yeah.
This concept of being a cosmopolitan, a self-labeled cosmopolitan, was very radical for his time and place because Greeks were super like, you should be Greek,
Of course.
not
Yeah.
not an Earthling. You should be a Greek man, not an Earth man,
They still think
because they
that.
had pride.
Yeah, I believe that. That's
And
why they're all in
a lot of
was like
emphasis on origin.
Like an anarchist before an anarchist was like a
That's
thing.
good. That's a good way to start thinking about this. Like he was
Against
very like
everything,
fuck.
kind of.
Yeah, he was very like fuck society and everything that comes with it. And we're gonna get into a lot of that.
May I ask you real quick,
No.
just to backtrack, did he ever actually get out of slavery? Like, how did he do that? Because we kind of
He was like when he essentially switched from being a slave to a mentor.
right.
So all of the I was about to say perks of slavery, all of the detriments of slavery were no longer upon him once he was joke gifted. He was employed
Oh, okay.
once he was joke gifted to the slaveholders.
The slave owners were like, "You're cool as long as you stick around and be a mentor."
yeah,
and show my
pretty
son
smart.
how
Yeah.
to drink Mentos.
You know?
so that's
Drink
how
Mentos.
he
Take a
used.
beat.
That's how he used his wise assery to get out of slavery, more or less.
Yeah, the fresh maker.
the fresh. Yeah, look at my convertible.
Another reason why using the word cosmopolitan in a Greek society was a huge no-no is that, like I said, Greeks have like a super hard emphasis on where they're from. And like Tom, you could probably corroborate this, but like if you ask a Greek guy where they're from, 8 out of 10 times they don't say Greek. They say the goddamn island they're from.
Yeah, they will mention that pretty soon.
Yeah.
They'll do the Greece as an icebreaker, but then they tell you what area.
Yeah, they'll be like, I'm from Mykonos or Ithaca or
Yeah.
fucking Rhodes, not just
Yeah.
Greece.
A lot of places. with,
Greece. I'm from Lefkada.
Something to that effect.
lot
How
of
times have you heard that, Taylor?
a lot of places with a lot of X's and O's in it.
Yep.
Exactly.
XO.
So Diogenes was very outcast for saying, I'm a citizen of the world, instead of saying, I used to be a citizen of Sinope.
Right.
So very,
like-
from this planet.
very subversive. Exactly. This would kind of be like,
It's like a
when
hippie.
when you ask an American what state he's from, if he just told you, like, I'm from the Milky Way, bro, you'd be like, fuck you, Diogenes. And like,
It's kind of like the opposite approach that they have in like Boulder, Colorado. When you ask where they're from, they're just like
Yeah, man. One
every
love.
single one of those dipshits.
that's a good analogy for this shit.
Exactly.
More on cynicism. Your boy Diogenes thought Socrates was all right. he thought Socrates was all right, but he hated Socrates' heir, Plato.
oh, okay, because he wrote shit down, and that was a complication.
More because Plato's classmate was Diogenes' idol. So Plato had two pupils. We all know Plato.
Right.
The other one was called Antisthene.
Okay.
And Diogenes was a fan of Antisthene and was like, fuck Plato.
I just think it was more of like probably like a hipster type thing. Like
Absolutely. This was
fucking Plato is like so like I was into it when it was Socrates, bro. I was like so into Socrates.
Also, yeah, it's very hipster, but like also not based on looks at all. It's just think. I like the way that dude thinks.
Yeah.
He thinks with a handlebar mustache.
Very, very potent think with that
Because they all
mustache.
just dress in bed sheets and dirt.
Exactly.
Antisthenes and Diogenes both saw the virtue in indifference to wealth. So, like, if a beggar came up to Diogenes and asked him for a light, Diogenes would give him the light and treat a rich man no differently. He would be like, oh, yeah, right here, sir. He'd be like, here's your light, rich man. I don't care that you're rich.
So then grovel.
No, absolutely no groveling for your boy Diogenes. Diogenes and Antisthenes both harbored a disdain for the general opinion of the population. So they're like, what does everyone think? I don't care about that. I'm going to come up with my own reasonings to think whichever way I want to. If it's with the population, that's fine because I think that way independently.
That's actually a very smart thing, and I wish people would actually do that.
That
now.
needs to come back.
Yeah, me
that
too.
part needs to come back. Maybe the penis tugging of Diogenes can die off.
Populace isn't always the best go about.
No, don't. The status quo is never like a sure bet.
So like what I'm coming at from like what I'm getting out of this so far is that you know you should think for yourself and don't wear pillow sheets.
Yeah.
Or wear pillow sheets. Or wear nothing. We can get into that later if you want.
I could wear nothing. That's an option.
According to
Take off your shirt
Diogenes,
right now. We're on a stream.
you are allowed to wear nothing.
Woo! There's my nips. These are my nips, fellas.
That was a great way to see the fuck.
Ladies.
If you're not watching the live stream, Travis just flashed it, and we can see the latency on it.
Very good.
Good test, Travis.
Very good.
Essentially, Diogenes saw himself as a doctor for evil. But the trick was you had to submit if you wanted the evil cured.
Do you want my help?
Let me be your master. And we
Listen,
kind of saw that with the slavery trick.
Stop eating that fruit. It's more expensive than these onions.
The philosopher Plato would refer to Diogenes as a Socrates gone mad. So Plato is essentially like, this guy's my teacher, just crazy. So like,
Right.
there's respect.
So he's wait, was it Socrates? He died with the hemlock, right?
I think that was him, yep.
Yeah. So basically, Diogenes was just like eating the hemlock. He's like, fuck it, whatever,
Yeah,
I'll do what I want.
No, just imagine like Socrates, but then listening to Thunder Kiss 65 the whole time. That's what that
baby. Fuck it, I don't care.
That is a foundation of how this man thinks. He's like, additionals beyond the things that are necessary to survive are luxuries and will sour your happiness.
I believe it.
You don't need these things.
So believe it right now.
Yeah.
So that's his baseline. And I told you this boy is really good at roasting people. And we're going to get into one of his fiercest roasts right now.
Good.
You might know his
yeah.
subject. His subject goes by the name of Alexander the Great.
Oh, Saban. Oh, I didn't want to do the rest of it.
Why?
It's okay.
Made me nervous.
Just do what makes you feel good, Travis.
Sabenya.
Thank you.
I'm done.
That's huge brass balls. Fucking roasting somebody whose last name is literally the Great. Like that's hard. That's a hard roast to take a stab at.
You're
And I
also
fucking
kind of
love it.
asking for it.
Yeah, true. And Diogenes got a whiff of that. Like, your last name is the Great. Let me see what I can do with you.
Let me smell them sheets.
And to make this extra fuck you to the face of Alexander the Great was a face value, no holds bar fanboy nerd of Diogenes.
Oh, so
So
you
he
liked
was
him.
Alexander was starstruck with Diogenes, and Diogenes still had the nerve to roast a fan of his that was very, very prominent in society.
I mean, if you think about it, like I know a little bit about Alexander the Great. You know,
Mhm.
I feel like we all learned about him. We learned about
Yeah.
him. He's very fucking gung ho.
Oh,
he didn't
yeah.
give a shit. He fucking invaded anywhere he wanted to. Threw his dick everywhere
For fun.
for fun.
For funsies and
Yeah.
profit.
So I'm saying it kind of sounds like our boy Diogenes.
Yeah.
Except he wouldn't invade shit because you don't need that to chill.
Ooh, excellent point.
That's very true. Because
You Vaden
right,
don't need to vade because I'm just going to chill in the shade.
yeah. 'cause
See
he's
what I've
like-
done there? It's rhyming. It's
Yeah.
people can relate to
I
it.
like
I was
that
just gonna
rhyme.
say like because mainly Diogenes would be like, yo man, why would I invade when I could just like vape and like we all live on Earth? So like, imagine if aliens came.
No,
That's the end of my story.
no, I'm not going to do that. Tom, you made a very clever little rhyme there. Can you recite it once more for us?
I forgot. I'm a little drunk.
It was invade and shade.
Oh, invading the shade. All right,
Great.
so
Hey.
yeah. You're looking to invade, and I'm chilling in the shade. Whoop, whoop, whoop. How we doing? Wild, wild west.
Thank you. Thank you for that segue.
Dude, where's the giant spider, bro?
Diogenes did not like the shade because sunbathing was a free joy.
Oh!
And
Whoa.
that's
What a
exactly what he was doing as Alexander approached
Whoa.
him.
What the fuck is wrong with this, bro?
Diogenes was just fucking laying out, and a starstruck Alexander comes right up to him, fanboy mode, and he sees this man just sunbathing, and Alexander comes up and he's like, Diogenes, my hero, may I do you a favor? Anything, please. Like, I'm such a fan. What can I do to help you? And more or less, that favor was probably a financial one because this is pretty much just a homeless guy laying out in the street, taken in the sun.
You don't see that too often.
No,
A homeless
unless
person just kind of surviving barely,
That's
and
weird.
then a rich person being like, I'm a huge fan. What can I do?
Can I get 2 cheeseburgers for $5?
No, something reasonable, sir.
50 cents, and I won't jerk off on your wife.
Very reasonable.
good deal. I'll take that. Here's 2 quarters. Leave me forever.
So what did Alexander the Great end up doing for this gentleman who was laying in the trash?
Alexander asked, can I do you a favor? And Diogenes simply said, yes. Get out of my sunlight.
Oh.
That's the original, you're in my sun,
Tom,
leave.
Cue the air horns.
How many, like, fucking movies? There.
All right,
I'll leave a space for it. Everyone
All right,
quiet.
Everyone quiet, air horns.
Get on my shade!
Get out the shade,
How many
stop.
many fucking movies have you seen where, like, the pretentious snot fucker is just like, yeah, you can get out of my shade?
Yeah, bro.
That thing from Diogenes is in a bunch of movies because it's such a classic dick move. Like, yeah.
With like the
Out of
shit
my
like
sun.
this.
Ex-
The fucking.
He didn't have the reflector, the facial reflector.
I can imagine him out in the sun wearing like the real 3D glasses that we get in the theater today because like they were free with the last movie he
And
saw,
he
and
just
buying a
goes
new pair of
dead.
sunglasses that actually had nice lenses would be totally like uncalled for. So he's just out there using those.
So Alexander was just snubbed, but he's still a fanboy, so he kind of like puts on a grin and laughs it off and says, if I were not Alexander, then I should be Diogenes. You know, like, hey, if I wasn't me, I'd love to be you. And Diogenes replied, thank you. If I were not Diogenes, I would still wish to be Diogenes.
He's burning. I love this guy.
He's really good at it, too. And this is like a hero of his culture. He's shitting on him.
Should make a movie about this dude.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. I would be surprised if there wasn't already one out.
Yeah, it's called Hard as Hell.
I'm gonna remove the painting that I had painted before for you. This picture. He's no longer a Woody Allen type. I'm gonna say he's more of like a Dice Clay.
It's like a DeVito.
Oh.
Yeah, my son.
Get out of my son.
Oh.
Later in the same encounter, Alexander would later catch Diogenes fixated upon a pile of human bones. Because, hey, this is antiquity and that shit's just out and about.
Dude, that's like a Tuesday.
What a fucking sicko.
Human
your bones? These yours?
Jeez.
Pretty much. And Alexander was like, Diogenes, what are you doing staring at those bones? And Diogenes replied, I'm searching for the bones of your father,
That was deep.
but I cannot distinguish them from a common slave's.
Dude, this guy is on fire.
So you have like a 3-point attack upon like Alexander's character just from this guy that doesn't give a fuck, that Alexander idolizes.
all right,
He's
so
such
like,
a joker.
so like,
Oh,
if,
yeah.
Funny.
if Willem Dafoe just crawled out from under the table, would you make fun of him?
I would say, what are you doing under there, Willem Dafoe?
I'd be like, I do not know. I'm gonna go home.
Why is he telling an Indian?
I don't know. I don't know why. It's Willem
Because
Dafoe.
we're historically fucking accurate,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah,
All right,
Dog.
cool. Well, I'll let that
that's
one
a
slide.
bad analogy.
Yeah,
That's
well,
my good bad analogy.
All right, that's
done.
fine. That's okay.
Keep it up, Travis.
I talk more like this to a burrito than anything else.
Why do you talk to burritos?
Because I'm like, hey,
I'm
I want
sorry.
to be you because I'm me eating a burrito. How you doing?
That's
How
you.
you doing?
So as I said before, Diogenes looked upon Plato as a pretender to Socrates' teachings. Diogenes is kind of like a rival intellectual to Plato.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like they had the same, indirectly, they had the same teacher, but they unpacked the teachings differently. And Diogenes did not like Plato and went on to roast Plato, and this is how he roasted Alexander and he also
shit.
roasted Plato.
I'm so excited.
Hell yeah.
Plato's
roasty
roast was
boy.
a little bit more simple. It wasn't threefold, but he had a prop. He had a prop that drove his point fucking home.
Was it a dildo?
Yeah,
It was
that's the only
it,
point.
It was a cock, Tom.
Oh,
So fucking goddamn.
you just sample my voice.
Oh yeah. Just do a little audio wizardry on that. Plato comes out with this definition for a human being, and Diogenes will have fucking none of it because it's not a great definition. Let's actually go around and see like what we think of this definition of a human.
All right. Like
Plato
this.
defined a human being as a featherless biped.
All right.
That's kind of stupid.
Right?
Yeah, it's pretty dumb.
I mean,
Like-
he forgot about nipples. You all have nipples.
Yeah, but like try to imagine an exception to that rule. Like, what's a featherless biped that isn't a human?
I don't even know what that means.
A biped is something that walks on 2 feet.
Oh shit.
So a
Okay.
featherless biped is
So like
Something that walks on two-
sometimes a bear.
sometimes a bear.
Yeah, sometimes
Great
a bear.
answer. Any other featherless bipeds you guys can think of?
Like
or
two,
bipeds?
two slugs that are making out and they're
No,
walking.
that's
All
not.
right.
Nope, that's not an answer.
Really?
Featherless bipeds. Come on, think.
I don't know.
Apes.
Monkey.
There you go. Monkey.
A
Good.
bird.
A bird has
Bird, oh,
feathers.
shit.
Thank you, Mike.
What about?
way to fucking bring it, Mike.
What'd I do?
A featherless biped, and your
Featherless
answer
biped.
was
You-
bird.
Some birds don't have
Kangaroo.
feathers.
Kangaroo's a good
Kangaroo.
answer.
That's
Yeah,
what
but
Taylor
they didn't
said.
know
Good Taylor.
fuck. They didn't know dick about a
Yeah, they
kangaroo,
know about
dog.
kangaroo.
didn't know about-
the British discovered the kangaroo.
Right. So they didn't
Well,
know.
the Aboriginals,
and
dog.
Outback Steakhouse. But the Aboriginals didn't know anything back then.
No, the Aboriginals founded Outback Steakhouse, and
They
the white
did.
man took it from them.
Yeah.
Is that
They're like,
how that
oh,
went
look
down?
what we just made. It's a blooming onion. And then in comes prisoners.
Yeah, like you like this, mate.
Yeah. Oh, mate. What you got there, mate? Onion, mate. All right, you can.
Everyone thought Plato's definition, this Platonic definition of human was solid. They were saying, "Oh, Plato, what a clever definition for a human."
Dude, he's
because,
a dicky idiot.
because we don't know any other exception to that rule. There were no kangaroos or like marsupial or none of that.
They had monkeys.
didn't know about it.
They knew about monkeys. They're like Greece is like next to Africa. There's monkeys there.
Yeah, dude, they had the marimba.
Maybe
Yeah.
they didn't qualify those as bipeds.
Well,
Maybe
they're fucking idiots. Idiots.
Diogenes hates this fucking definition because it's so obtuse.
Yeah, dog.
So Diogenes stumbles into the academy and is like, "Behold, I have brought you a human." And then he reaches inside of his tunic and produces a plucked chicken.
Oh, you dog.
Yeah.
Yo, Plato, why you named after a toy? Yo, Plato, what's up with your brain? You don't even know the difference. We got 10 of these for $1.49 at Burger King. How we doing?
So he's waving this cock around. See what I did there?
Oh,
He's waving. He's waving.
choking his chicken.
He's waving his naked cock around and like in fucking Plato's face.
That joke was not that funny to the chicken, by the way.
I was
about to say, imagine the chicken's point of view just being like prop
chicken.
comedy.
Yeah, I just remember
Poor
this.
chicken.
I just imagine this like ball sack of a chicken, like just like he's like, and he's just like waving
That's
it in
turkey.
Plato's face, like smacking me here, like,
Yeah.
guess what, Plato? This is a chicken, and it has 2 feet, and it doesn't have feathers.
You stupid. I got 2 for $5 Toys R Us for you, you dumb idiot.
Yeah.
Go
So-
back to work.
If you can imagine, Diogenes it was a fan of having nothing, so he must have gone out and stolen a chicken, killed it, and plucked it to just be a prop for this comedic joke he had.
Well, dude, it's also a good way. Like, you know, the feathers are basically like the VIN number on the chicken.
Is that so?
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Have any of the chickens that you guys owned, have you seen them without feathers?
Yeah.
You don't know. I'm done with
I
this
own-
conversation. Let's go.
Dude, a featherless chicken is a ball sack, though. Let's be honest.
It's pretty weird looking.
It's code name.
Pretty
code
weird
name.
looking.
Does the tip of your dick have a beak?
No, a ball sack.
Beaked dicks.
Oh yeah, the beak dick. Yeah, it does. It actually does.
It does. Yours does.
It's different.
Anyway,
It's fun. We have a good
time. After the stunt, Plato had to change his definition of a human. He changed it to a featherless biped that has broad, flat nails.
What?
So that was his solution to Diogenes' stunt. It's like,
Broad-
Nice try.
broad, flat nails.
Yeah, so not a chicken.
Yeah.
Because chickens have sharp nails.
You know what I would change my
Monkeys.
definition to? I would say a human is a dude or a chick.
And both of them have nipples.
They both have nipples.
You can lick both of them.
Yeah. You know, I was at a show one time. I saw a guy without a nipple.
Really?
He had cut it off. It was like a scar area.
That's dumb.
It's a true story. Yeah.
He's not human
It
anymore.
was Waterfest, actually.
Little teaser. This chicken stunt is not the only philosophical lesson Diogenes taught while pulling a bit of cock.
All right. Great.
There's more cock pulling.
I'm looking forward to
More
this.
cock pulling in the future. So your boy Diogenes has two very potent roasts under his belt right now. Plato and Alexander the Great.
Yep.
He's one fiery boy.
Those two boys are pillars of Western society, and here's Diogenes just be like, fuck both of them.
Hey, you're in my shade. You're made of toys.
You got it. I'm glad you took that away, Tom. We're doing good today.
Here's a chicken's ball sack. Suck it. Even though chickens don't have any balls because they're ladies.
It was a cock. I told you specifically.
Oh, it was a whole
It
cock.
was a cock.
It was a cock.
It was a rooster.
Yeah, rooster.
All right. Well, it has balls then. So suck 'em.
Yes.
Quick recap on Diogenes' philosophy's core ideals. Happy and wise is the man independent of society. This is why I think there's like a libertarian throughput. Indirect, but I feel like it's there.
Well, you can't mix up society with government. Because the libertarians
To
believe in their
Diogenes,
neighbors.
that's the same thing.
Okay, fair
It's
enough.
anything more than one man is what Diogenes did not like.
Well, if he had friends, they'd be libertarians.
He did not have friends.
Yeah. Well, he wasn't even cool enough to be a libertarian.
Diogenes felt attempts at civility were subversive to the pursuit of happiness and wisdom. Philosophy being the love of wisdom, if you break it down into its etymology.
Okay.
So if you were trying to be more than one person, you were doomed to be unhappy. Eventually, not immediately, but if you were trying to be more than one person, you would make out unhappy.
All right.
So what he was trying to say is, do you belong to an empire or an allegiance? Fuck that, that's too much. That's too complicated. Back it down. Do you belong to a city-state or its government? Fucking too much. Back it down, boy. Do you belong to a political house? Still too much.
Yeah.
Do you have a family? Diogenes did not like families even.
Oh, so smart.
Was your relationship status anything other than single? Diogenes would be like, that's fucking too complicated. You're trying to be more than one person.
Do you come into anything that isn't the palm of your hand?
Whoa.
He sounds like nihilist, but he also kind of sounds like an existentialist.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
Diogenes asked, do you own a pet? That's still fucking too much. You're trying to be more than one person.
Jeez.
Do you own an animal that can defend and feed itself without any assistance? That's in there. That is where Diogenes draws the line. Like,
So you got a pooch that can fucking eat shit.
that
Alright,
cannot die and feed itself.
Yeah.
Essentially, an independent dog.
So like,
that would be that would be an okay
well, not
companion.
just an independent dog. Like you have a dog or a beach squid, or you got
Beach squid come from?
or you
I'd
or
be
you
beach
got
squid.
or you got like a slug. You know, a slug can do its own shit.
Yeah, I think
You know
they
what I'm
just
saying?
eat. Yeah, also. I mean, you can live in an abandoned barn and just, like, have a cat that eats mice. And
Nah.
that's
Yeah.
your animal.
Nah,
Living
I'm
in an
going with
abandoned-
slug.
You can go with whatever you like.
That's my dog. That's my pooch that I can fucking
I
show.
get
That's
a
your
worm.
dog, yes.
Get a pet worm.
Yeah, pet worm.
Pet
dude. All it
worm,
needs is
dog.
dirt and fart.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
leash.
Fart on it once a day. Make sure it stays alive. Got potassium.
Here's where it may get gross for some of you people.
I love it.
Being a strict one-man army, there's a certain thing you don't give a fuck about anymore. Can anyone of you guess that? Like,
Wormholes.
what?
He just didn't want to fuck anymore.
Oh, I thought you
A
said
warm.
worm.
Oh,
No,
warm
wormholes.
I thought you said wormholes.
No.
like temperature
Worm-
warm. You didn't
Yeah,
care about
wormholes.
No,
Like you didn't want to fuck anything.
he did not want to fuck anything, but that wasn't the point.
No, but that was,
Wait, no, what's the que-
that was a
all right,
serious
Travis.
fucking thing.
No, I appreciate your input, Travis, but Cody, more please. What? Could you say that question again? Because I would
If
like
you're
to
a
answer
one-man army and you don't give a fuck about what anyone else thinks or says,
it. Okay.
what's going to be your number one characteristic? Like, what is the main hurdle of not giving a fuck what anyone else thinks?
You're going to be considered selfish.
He's
Yeah.
naked all the time.
He's naked. He
Oh.
doesn't have any fucking manners. There's no manner. There's zero room for manners. if you were like, fuck everyone else.
Gross boy.
He is incredibly fucking disgusting.
He's just running around town going, "What year is it?"
I gotta go back.
You don't know how correct you are on that. He would eat and sleep wherever the fuck he wants. So like standard, like almost hobo status right there. Kind of good starting point, good base for this.
Yeah.
Eating not in your own house was considered horribly vile in ancient Greece.
It still is. Well, like on the street.
No, like an ancient Greek guy would not be cool at a restaurant.
Oh, okay.
He's like bodily functions get done in your house, and eating was considered a bodily function.
Oh,
So
okay.
it was super taboo to eat
Okay.
not in your house. And Diogenes would like eat a piece of like Sbarro pie at like the fucking market.
So he would shit then.
What's that?
He would shit in the street?
He would absolutely shit in the street. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Tom's getting this.
Well,
hey, cool.
No, because you led into that pretty well. You
Yep.
know, with the bodily function bit.
Yeah, pooping.
So he's the saddest man.
He was caught shitting in the street. He was caught shitting in theater. He would shit the chair in the theater.
I did that when I saw the Scorpion King.
I know you did.
Yeah, you were there.
I know.
Maybe.
He would end arguments by pulling his knob out and pissing on his opponent.
Oh.
This does actually work. I've ended conversations this way.
Tom, are you changing your picture you painted? Because you were at Woody Allen, and then you went to Dice Clay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, no. I am thinking of what this character is.
Okay.
But continue. I'll come up with that.
Okay. I just want to make sure you saw
It's
the
boiling
picture
there,
boiling.
yeah.
He's pissing on his debate opponents. He's shitting in the theater. What else do you think this guy's okay with doing in public?
Jerking off. Yeah, buddy! Whoa! I got that one right.
He loves the self-tug in public.
Why wouldn't
I
you?
love it.
Because he's a cynic. Well, why wouldn't you exactly?
Hey, it's fun. Who gives a shit?
And the authorities caught him.
They cared about that shit back then?
Well,
Kinda.
he was confronted for the tugging in public,
Dude,
more or
too
less.
much.
Yeah.
Too much.
Yeah.
Like, we've all jerked once in public, but like you're like twice a day for the last 6 weeks.
I think the real big problem is that he was just jerking off with his hand. In ancient Greece, you were supposed to use one of those grape leaves. So it really soothed your shaft.
Oh,
Yeah,
lovely.
and it concealed it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
You still see it when you get Greek food. They wrap up the grape leaf in that circular.
All right, picture
Never really
painting.
ate Greek salad again.
All right, picture painting. Now, in this part of the story, we're gonna look at Diogenes as played by Randy Quaid.
Sure, here we go.
I love that picture.
Upon being confronted for these open-air yank and wank sessions, he would simply say, "If only it was easy to banish hunger by rubbing my belly."
What?
And everyone's like,
Oh, that's funny, actually.
it's
I like
funny,
that.
but it's like, that's fine, Dio. That does not help to explain while you're jacking it in town square.
Hey.
That's not an explanation.
Could you guys imagine? Could you imagine if like when you're hungry, if you were able to just like rub your stomach and you'd be fully satiated with just that.
Yeah.
With just that part of it being taken. You get the point.
Tom, that
It
was
didn't
a very
explain.
heavy picture.
Yeah. Good audio picture.
It's all about the breath, my friend.
Yeah. It didn't explain anything. It's just like, wouldn't this be cool if I can not be hungry like this? It's just like, that's not an excuse for doing what you're doing, dude.
Nah.
Stop it.
Dude, go shoot a load behind that tree.
Find a corner or something. Later, when Diogenes was a guest in a rich man's house, keep in mind, Diogenes does not like luxury.
Oh my
Wait,
God.
why? Who's gonna invite this idiot into their house?
Another idiot.
He just smells
Oh,
like
that's what I'm
shit
saying.
and
No.
fucking dry cum.
No,
He
the
is a-
cool people back then were the thinkers.
Yeah, he is a thinker.
Yeah.
So he still is in that category. As stupid and pasty and disgusting he is still the thinker. So he's cool enough to get invited places.
I mean, I like that idea, but at the same time, if you smell that bad, don't come in my house. You're not
Well, listen,
allowed.
I mean, you're just not a fan. You
Go
don't
to jail.
subscribe. You don't listen to his
Dude,
podcast, dog.
We're all from Earth. But wash your butthole. Wash your butthole. Clean that jizz off your toga. Because, you know what? It's not. I know it's white, and you'd say it blends in.
Hold on, he's naked. So we're talking about cleaning the
he's
jizz
in
off
rags.
his knuckles.
He's
but
in
He's
some
anyway,
in
kind of
rags.
rags.
He's got some rogus. Rogus.
It's
some
for the
Rogan.
wind.
His rags were to keep the breeze off his nuts. not to keep his nuts out of the eyes of children.
Do you see how big? Do you see how big my nuts are?
Look at them shine.
Diogenes was a guest in a rich man's house. The rich man asked Diogenes to refrain from spitting on the floor because this is a nice house. And eager to comply, Diogenes immediately cleared his throat and spat in the rich man's face, stating there was no acceptable receptacle around. So this rich guy's like, please don't spit in my floor. And Diogenes was like, I got it. Spat in his face.
Oh, you know
my
he gave a
God.
fucking nice thick clam, too.
Oh.
It was noted. It was noted he cleared his throat.
Oh, yeah, so he clammed it.
That's in multiple accounts that he cleared his throat before spitting, which means probably a loogie in that bitch. Diogenes loved the doges. He liked the doggies. He liked the puppers.
He loves poochers.
He loved the poochers.
All right, cool.
Hell
Always had an entourage of poochers.
yeah. He's had a
Didn't
bunch
own
of
them.
dogs.
He smelled like
Yeah.
shit and food.
Yeah, didn't own them. They were just friends.
Yeah.
Well, the one way that I found, if you really want a lot of dogs to follow you, you stick a whole bunch of shrimp in your belt.
Dogs like crustacean.
yeah.
Yeah. And then they'll follow you all day.
Dude, you don't even need to go that high end. You could just get some hanging butcher and put it on your butt cheeks.
Well, I like to have a diversity crowd. I like to include everyone, so it's
Oh.
dogs and cats. They follow me.
And that's,
Ugh.
I know, it's true.
It's weird.
I don't even have
weird how
anything
they do
for
that.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Diag-
If you ever see a guy with a bunch of cats and dogs behind him and with a
With a trail of shrimp.
with a
a
giant
bride's trail of shrimp.
smoking a cigarette, it's Travis.
That's Travis.
That's me.
Don't hit him.
Hit me.
Diogenes said, study the dogs. Learn from the doggies. Be the doggos.
okay.
And he quoted, he wanted humans to be more like dogs because he felt dogs were the species that had their shit in gear, not humans.
This guy sounds retarded.
So
Yeah.
he's like Dr. Doolitus.
He's not talking to, maybe he is talking
Well, he's
to
probably
them.
talking to him. I'm just assuming. He's probably jerking on and be like, hey, Fido.
Jesus.
Tell me something fucking hot. I haven't fucking watched Pornhub for days because I don't believe in phones.
is this salty?
Jesus. Diogenes said, I fawn over those who give me anything. I yelp at those who refuse, and I sink my teeth in rascals. So he was trying to be the dog.
He's a big fan of Rascal Flats.
He's not, because they were non-existent at that time.
Let me predict something. If he was born about 2,000 years later, his favorite song would be "Who Let the Dogs Out" by the Baha
Hey,
Man.
maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, a doggy ain't nothing if he don't have a bone.
One could actually say that the letting out would be the male ejaculate onto the dogs.
Whenever you guys want to finish this podcast, I'm ready.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
He stated, other dogs bite their enemies. I bite my friends to save them. So whenever he was rough around the edges around a human, he was stating like, this is me trying to make you a better person. This is me saving you by being a dick.
Oh yeah, we all know those people.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of noted like how you could dogs could save a human by biting. That's how dogs pick things up. And he praised a dog's moral compass because a dog would bite into his master's arm to drag an unconscious master out of a burning building. So a dog would be like, hey, owner, I'm going to maul your arm, but it's going to be to get you out of this building.
I'll hurt you to
I
save.
feel like you'd be okay with this if you're conscious, but I'm going to make this call for you right now to save you.
Now, I could see Diogenes observing this once and perhaps experimenting by burning several rich people's houses down to make sure this
And
happens.
then letting dogs loose in them.
Yes, exactly.
Absolutely.
Save them. The good one bites.
They're all chihuahuas, too.
Yeah. They'll get him out. It's fine. It's teamwork.
Cynic actually has etymological roots in dog-like. Cynic translate to kinikos, which kind of sounds like caninos. So, hey,
Oh, okay.
Cynic, dog-like. Get it? Good.
Dog boy.
So if you guys remember at the top of the podcast, I mentioned we lost all of Diogenes' work.
We did.
Yeah.
All of the books, all of the tragedies, and even we don't even have his letter traces, his communiques to other philosophers of the time.
What was he writing on? How could
Yeah,
he
how'd that happen?
communicate?
Yeah, just imagine Randy Quaid walking around New York City as a homeless
Quaid,
person. Like, I got a book coming out of the stairs.
It's actually like a pretty common thing. It's just when you're this old, like the media that you make doesn't survive after your death long enough to be where we are.
I got
know what
you.
I mean?
Oh yeah, I know that makes sense, but like, I don't know. I feel like we heard about Socrates,
Right.
We heard about Plato,
Uh-huh.
but this guy was a dirty street man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's street boy.
Right.
So like, why the fuck would we hear about his books?
Well, Socrates didn't believe in writing anything down.
Well,
So
oral boy.
he was an oral boy. He actually didn't have any works written at any point, probably because he was observant enough to realize that. Like all of the people he learned from, their books just disappeared.
Right.
Because publishing was impossible. We didn't have a printing press. It was just a bunch of dicks with quills. You know what I mean?
Yeah, dog. No, yeah, that makes sense.
There
But
was
we know
three
about,
three copies of something.
but we know his stories. You know what I mean?
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we know his stories?
Same thing with Herodotus. He was the first historian, and it was all oral history and shit.
Oral history.
Oral.
I like that. It's oral history, boys.
But this dude was fucking crazy. No one wanted to hear his oral story because he'd probably just blow him.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, probably.
Probably just blow.
I can just see Randy Quaid just like, talking to someone. "Well, let me tell you about your life. And then like they start a conversation. He just starts itching himself, starts jerking off like he's not paying attention. How you doing?
So if all of his works are lost to fucking history, and he really does not like talking to humans at all, how do we know about this guy? How did the idea of Diogenes survive until today?
Did he have mad sick street tags?
He had street cred because he did and rocked things that no one else has ever done. So, like, his name isn't on anything, but it's like, guy that hangs out with dogs a lot is all over fucking historical records. And people are like, that's probably
The first homeless person.
that's
what I was
probably
thinking, yeah.
stinky
First
old
homeless person.
Diogenes.
I mean, did Alexander, like, is there, when you told us the story of Alexander, did that come from Alexander the Great? Like, in
It
his
came from his
memoirs and
disciples,
shit?
not
Really?
Diogenes, because none of
right.
Diogenes'
My,
writings there.
he's so different.
He is.
So everything's kind of like secondhand when it comes to Diogenes.
Yeah.
So he had three things that he was fucking kept on doing throughout fucking history that let us know he was Diogenes, because like naturally his work and people didn't want to touch him. So this is the figure. This is how we track the figure of Diogenes through histories.
Right.
And
And that's why his Wikipedia page says he's 7'2".
It does not. He's really tall, actually, for a fucking old person. There's three fucking symptoms of being Diogenes, and the first one I told you is dude's up to his vas deferens and mangy dogs.
Yeah.
He's
Dog boy.
studying him. He's making friends with him. He's like throwing him his scraps.
It's probably his only shower.
The stinky
Yeah,
guy
lick
with a
downs.
bunch of dogs
Do you
studying
like,
them.
do you like dags? You like dags?
So if you ever come across like any ancient tomes that have that figure in it, probably Diogenes.
Yeah.
The second thing he did that no one else did is he rocked a lit lantern in broad daylight.
Idiot.
Ooh.
What a waste of
he would-
money
he
that
would-
he didn't have.
Must have stolen it or panhandled or something.
Kind of like for someone who says you don't need stuff and then is burning a precious resource.
He's really good with prop humor. Here's what he did with the lantern. He would parade around with a lantern in broad daylight, and he would make sure to hit like all of the commonplace areas, mainly the market. So he would be like going all over the market with a lit lantern, looking like squinting at the floor as if he'd like lost a small valuable knickknack. Think about like a contact lens in like our day and age. Looking like where's this thing?
He's squinting.
He's waving
He's a
He's
freak.
squinting and he's waving a lantern around. And naturally, like you'd be like, what the fuck is this old guy like doing, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you asked him, like, Diogenes, what are you doing with a fucking lit lantern in the middle of the day? He'd turn to you and be like, I'm looking for an honest human being. And then go back to
Oh,
his search.
Another fucking rap one.
Yeah. So he's using prop comedy to immediately burn whoever the fuck asks him what he's doing, because that's insinuating, like, the person I talk to is not an honest man.
That is the worst type of joke.
Yeah.
That is it. Like,
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
So always with dogs, always had a lantern. And here's the third thing.
I really think though, like you mentioned before with the whole lantern thing.
Mhm.
You want to spread this whole thing about, we don't need anything. We're people of the earth. We're all fucking cool, man. Chill. But then you're walking around with a lantern and you're burning shit all day.
It was for
No,
a point,
like-
though. I guess that's his
Yeah, but
loophole.
no.
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
no.
no, no, no.
No!
No,
It's a-
that's hypocritical.
It's a bad point because it's
Garbage.
not even a good joke and you don't learn anything because he's just telling you you're worthless. I'd rather watch a 6-hour Jeff Dunham session than listen to this guy talk about life
Yeah.
for a minute.
Cool.
You know, I like this guy in the beginning. He just gets
Yeah,
more and
now
more
he's getting
shitty.
worse. Now I'm
He's just
gonna-
more
hold
and
on.
more shitty.
I feel like he's just being an asshole. That's all.
Like, but I like assholes. I like people that are assholes.
I like some assholes.
Yeah, I like some
Yeah.
assholes.
Smashholes.
Smash.
I like smash holes.
Hey, now you're a smash hole. Get your game on.
Go smash.
Smash.
The third and final overt symbol of Diogenes is this man lived in a ceramic tub.
What?
But he hated showering.
All
And,
right.
like, bathing?
Now I like him a little
Nothing
bit
in the
more.
tub. He would just live in a
going-
He's
fucking
a
tub.
walking contradiction.
Yep, he
There
would
it
just-
is.
You just walked him back up my liking.
Yeah.
He lived in a
how you
ceramic
live.
tub that was in the gutter of the streets.
At least he had a little bit of class.
Does he have
Yeah.
a P.O. box?
And no, he did not. Box. This tub looked like something out of like the WB's Saturday morning cartoons, like a witch's cauldron.
Oh, cool.
So he
So
just-
was it claw horn tub?
No, it wasn't a
Foghorn-
clawfoot tub.
foghorn or leghorn?
It was literally just like something.
I just live in a tub now in the middle of Greece.
And then Diogenes would just live in this tub and be like, "Go away, unless you have food or you're a dog." This is amazing.
So if I walk past him, I can just throw food in the tub.
Yeah.
Like here's my here's my double gulp.
Go away
Pour
unless
it
you
in.
have something, because I'm very hungry.
Do you know who this is? This is literally Oscar the Grouch as a human being.
Oh shit!
yeah.
You are
Oscar
very
the
right.
Grouch actually fucking existed, and he was an ancient Greek. He just lived
Damn.
in his tub and told people off as you passed by.
Okay, so this is great because you just painted the best picture
Yeah,
so far.
He's
you walked into it.
Oscar the Grouch.
But if I was to add my brushstroke to this picture, you sure. I'm gonna flop a pink old dick out of the top of that trash can.
all right, dicks. So that was the 3 telltale symptoms of being Diogenes. You always had a lantern, you lived in your tub, and there were always fucking dogs around you.
This
Good way
guy,
to be.
this guy is a garbage man.
This guy fucking
I'm
sucks.
just saying.
Oh my god.
I loved him at first. Now I hate him. If I knew that he lived in a tub the whole time, I'm glad you painted
This is
picture so
Cream
well.
the Skink Cheese, by the way. A character Tom and I invented for our video game.
Oh yes,
The Italianer, and all he does is just lounge in a tub. Yeah. So it's just like, that guy was made before we knew about this. Like, wow.
Oh man,
It must be like
Well,
archetypal or
All right,
something.
another thing. If
we're attracted to pretty awful people.
Oh, yeah.
if he didn't need anything, then why didn't he need the tub? Why? What's with the tub?
The
You know what I
tub-
mean? Like, what's with the? It's just a crazy fucking homeless
because
person.
if you actually slept in the streets without any shelter, you'd die. So he
No.
he viewed the tub as the necessary thing to let him go. He would flip it upside down when it rained so he wouldn't get wet.
They still had overhangs back then.
But he didn't need that because he could just take his house and turn it upside down.
Oh, so he needed something.
he needed what he needed, is what he's saying.
I would absolutely love to see like this guy start a country and make everyone live the way he
That's
does.
kind of what he was doing. He's like, I'm a citizen of the world. The world is where we belong.
Dude, from Google Maps, it would just look like a country of blackheads.
Jesus Christ.
It's like a bunch of fucking pops that you can pop them and just be like person, shit person, person.
Somebody asked me how he fucking died.
Cody, how did Diogenes
Wait,
die?
can I guess?
No. Yes.
In his tub, eaten by dogs.
Oh,
That's a cool guess. I like that guess.
There's 3 prevailing theories. Travis just got one of them.
Oh shit! Fuck yeah, dude! I'm smart.
Congratulations.
This is smart, Travis.
Let's go through these 3 theories. Number 1, committed suicide by holding his breath too long during a debate.
Nice. Don't need breath to live.
Number 2, food poisoning from a fucking octopus.
Dude, that
hanging
is
out the
a,
octopuses
that's
and shit. That's pretty sick.
Pretty metal.
yeah. I was gonna say that's an honorable way to
A
go.
raw octopus, my notes say.
Honor.
Rock the post.
Very honorable.
And 3, what Travis said, probably rabies. 'Cause he's
Oh, rabies!
fucking up to his vast deference with dogs.
He probably was rabid for a long time. Maybe. You actually just described the motives of a person with rabies.
The rabies
Yeah.
might have
it.
the
I
ra-
don't need it.
the rabies might have been the thing that drove him to hold his breath until he died.
Yeah, very true.
So 3 theories: held his breath, ate some raw octopus, or got bit by a fucking dog and died.
Hey, I'll throw this out there. Anyone who's listening to this episode and wants to tweet at us your prediction as to how he died, because this is one of the first people that we don't know exactly how they died, aside from Sylvia Brown, but we're pretty sure that was like a heart condition thing.
Yeah, probably a heart attack.
But since this is so foregone, we'd love to hear any predictions that our listeners have, and have fun with it.
Yeah, this is like our first BCE bitch. So
Yeah, love it. Now that he's dead, we still have a little bit of funny that he still has.
Good.
What kind of funny can you pull off after you're dead, Travis?
when all the poop and farts escape from you.
Your last will and testament. Exactly right, Travis. Thank you kindly. You can have a fucking silly and jokey, wise-ass last will and testament to make everyone laugh as you're dying or after you're decaying. How do you think Diogenes, a man that says you should be a one-man army and not give a fuck what anyone thinks, what do you think his, like, this is how you should dispose of my body? How do you think he handled his post-mortem, if you will?
Throw him in the trash.
Yep.
Oh shit!
Mike nails
Right
it
in
in
the
half a second.
Yeah,
Wow,
just
good
ready.
job, dude.
yeah, just throw me in the trash.
His
Whatever. Yeah, just throw me in the garbage.
His last will and testament was pretty fucking funny. He asked for his corpse to simply be thrown over the city wall so scavengers can have a dinner.
That's hilarious.
Throw me up and over, boys, when I'm dead.
You know what? When I'm dead, I'm just garbage.
Exactly.
Fucking
that was part of his teaching. It's just like, I'm not around to care if I feed the dogs, his friends.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So he asked simply for his corpse to be thrown up and over the city wall. And whoever, I guess the equivalent would be the mortician of the time and place, jokingly asked, like, okay, sure, dude.
Yeah, we're fine.
Anything else
I
with-
lived a block and a half away from you. So,
Yeah, he was like, anything
I
else?
would love to get rid of you.
Anything else with your last will and testament request there, Diogenes? And he's like, yeah, make sure you give my corpse a stick so it can defend itself from the dogs.
Oh, that kind of hurt my head a little bit.
Exactly. He's like, just make sure my corpse has a stick so it can beat away the wild dogs. This mortician or this mortician equivalent had to explain, like, Diogenes, when you're dead, you don't exactly have the presence of mind to defend yourself from wild dogs. And the Diogenes said, if I don't have the presence of mind to defend myself from the dogs, I wouldn't have the presence of mind to care if I gave them a free meal. Do you understand, like, his logic? Like, it's not within me to defend myself, so I
Right.
might as well feed, like, other creatures of the gods.
Also-
Pretty nice of
right.
him to do that, you know?
No, but he's being an asshole because all he had to do was say, hey, anything else when you're done with your body? And he could have gone, no thanks.
Yeah.
But he's Diogenes. He's the wise ass that can't stop.
He probably should have just checked organ donor, but then put dog like in Sharpie
Dog donor,
next to it.
Yeah.
Organ donor for dogs.
Put my stomach into a dead dog.
Please, thank you. And this is pretty much what we can piece together from this wild rapscallion of an ancient Greek, aka your boy Diogenes of Sinope.
Hey,
Or Athens, depending if you count his
of the world,
Origin of
Diogenes of the world, we're gonna hang out. We're gonna smoke some cigarettes together, cause we're in Greece. And when you're in Greece, you're gonna smoke with your friends and your family and
Smoke
your
with
children.
your friends.
You need to do that to get through customs, I've heard.
You have to smoke a lot of cigarettes to be Greek. You have to.
So that's Diogenes. He gave us cynicism. He gave us stinky fuckers. He gave us a philosophical, solid reason to shit in a theater. That's huge.
Yeah.
You have a
take it.
philosophically sound reason to take a dump in your local theater now.
I kind of have mixed feelings for this guy. Because,
Right,
like,
right.
parts
Me
of his
too,
things, like, I'm like, yeah, fuck.
It's
fuck
like,
yeah.
oh, you're so brave, Diogenes. And then, like, the other half is like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you're just being
Fuck.
fucking lazy.
He just didn't give a fuck ever.
Put your penis away.
Please,
Yeah.
Yeah.
for the love of peen.
I do also think that he kind of. When I mentioned it, you're like, "Oh, we'll get to that."
What were we talking about?
But I feel like he contributed to existentialism. A little
Yeah, cynicism had huge off branches to nihilism
nihilism and existentialism.
Existentialism.
He was like,
it
"Fuck
got
everything."
the fucking like intellectual ball rolling. Like,
So he's like that.
what Diogenes essentially asked, what's a good number for an individual? And his only answer was an individual must be one. There's no other answer to how many people an individual can be. It's single.
Well,
Single.
I don't want to hang out with the guy.
No, he probably.
I would want to
Sounds
hang out with
really
a guy for exactly 24 minutes, and then I'm out.
Yeah.
Why 24?
I don't know. It just seems like my threshold for tolerance would be capped at 25.
Do you know that
I'm
20,
gonna be like, too stinky. I'm out.
True.
tw- 20
Quit jacking.
24 is considered a Bauer's dozen?
Oh,
You are brilliant.
I love that.
From the show.
That
Jack,
was a great joke.
Jack
I love
Bauer.
that show. 24.
Let's get
Bauer's
that shit to
dozen.
catch on.
That's great.
24.
A Bauer's dozen.
Wow.
So we haven't done
So
this in a
good.
while.
That's classic comedy.
Yeah.
That's some of the best joke writing I've heard
love
in
it.
a long time.
so good.
we haven't done this in a while, but I feel like with this guy, we should do it. Where would Diogenes be now? Who would he be? What would he be doing? Like, don't just say hobo. Like, we know he's gonna be a hobo.
Mike
Like,
chirped up. You
I was
go
gonna
first,
say,
Mike.
No, I was gonna say local bum at the train station or something like that.
No. All right, hold
That's
on.
too easy.
Okay,
Can we make
you think
it a celebrity?
Good answer.
think.
You rethink
A celebrity.
that.
Okay, so a celebrity.
Oh,
Okay.
Like, you know already?
G.G. Allen, right?
That's pretty good.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good
pretty
one.
Good. Yeah, I would say so. Describe why. Give me a little bit. more.
Constantly naked, shitting and pissing everywhere, hurting himself, and didn't give a fuck, really.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I gotta go with DeVito. Danny DeVito.
Why?
Like as Frank.
Yeah,
Like as the
Frank.
character Frank.
as Frank. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna marry this whore.
That's
that character. Not
He didn't
actually
want to
that.
marry
Not-
whores.
yeah,
but like,
Frank-
imagine
yeah, Frank
Diogenes.
Reynolds.
Yeah, Frank Reynolds. Always Sunny in Philadelphia. He didn't like whores, but imagine like Diogenes being like, I'm gonna fuck this whore as he's jacking off into nothing. Like,
When I die, just throw me in the trash.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just put me in the trash.
That's good. Yeah. I like
It's
that.
pretty much
Yeah.
ancient Greek Oscar the Grouch / Danny DeVito.
Okay. Yeah. No. I
what
like
do
where
you
your
got?
head's at.
I feel like G.G. Allen was a good alternative, though.
Thank you.
That's
What about
solid.
you, Tom?
Me, I was thinking like if you put the Kim Kardashian and Kanye into like one thing,
Like a
you know,
hybrid?
like one person,
One
thing, 'cause,
trash.
like two very
Yeah.
selfish.
They just
people,
start peeing on people and shitting in theaters.
disgusting, like people with no statements that open their mouths with like all the time, and for some reason people pay attention to. Like Diogenes like had a following, like Alexander the Great paying attention to what this bum is
Oh,
doing.
shit.
Like
Right.
those people are bums to me. They don't do
Interesting.
shit. They don't have shit to say, but they open their mouths a lot. They're in the public eye. They're useless garbage. So if
Right.
you put those two people together, which they kind of are already, and you just melt them together like a bunch of garbage, and then you just let them do their thing in a void. That's
Yeah.
Lovely.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
I was thinking Frank Reynolds, but I was also kind of thinking when Joaquin Phoenix did that whole like
Oh, I'm still here.
I'm still here, yeah, when he was like trying to be a rapper.
I still don't know what to make of that.
Like I don't know, yeah, but like that's what I was thinking about that guy.
Interesting.
Just like I don't give a shit about anyone. I'm just gonna fucking
Okay.
Yeah, it's
be
pretty
a dick.
Okay,
you know?
yeah.
That's a good one.
Like that kind of popped out in my mind.
Fierce.
Yeah,
So yeah.
I'll say that.
I'm fucking done. Are you guys done?
Yeah.
Are we wrapping this
Hey.
bitch?
Well, thank you so much for tuning into the Roast Mortem podcast
Always
coverage
love
of
it.
Diogenes, the hairy piece of shit who lived in a cauldron.
The real Oscar the Grouch from Sesame Street?
Yes,
Great analogy.
yes, very good.
I love it.
That's been a lot of fun. Thank you, Cody, for bringing that one
No
in.
problem, man.
Thank you for listening. I am Tom Saltman, and you can follow me at Sauntcht, SAUNTCHT on Twitter.
I'm Travis. You can follow me at Travis Legion with 2 E's on Instagram and Twitter.
I am Cody McCann. You can follow me at Cody McCann, CODYMCCANN.
And I'm Mike Regan. You can follow me on Twitter at Mike Regan.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
That's
Thanks
a
lot.
podcast.
That's it. Thank you, Shane.
Thank you, Shane. Thank you, Shane. Thank you, thank you, Shane.
You guys are being weird.